Dominica. We're going to talk to her for a few minutes, then we'll move on to Talk on the Block. Tell us what's going on.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Tell me your name.
My name is Aurelie and I'm representing...
I was saying, Aurelie, okay.
Aurelie, yes. Representing for Dive Dominica this afternoon. Just to highlight the listeners of Q95 on what's happening at Dive Dominica. Today's Thursday, right? So it's Jerk Thursdays. And there is jerk local pork, chicken, or jerk fish with 3 Creole sides and a free glass of Trapiche wine, Compliments Spirits Limited. The price for that is Eastern Caribbean currency, $40. So you can head on down to Dive Dominica. You could call 448-2188 or you text 276-4172 or 317-4322. And that's going down today.
All right. So you heard for yourself. Something happening tonight and on Sunday. There's 3 things going on.
Yes. 3 events happening at Dive Dominica. So first there's the Sunday's Best. That is barbecue chicken or ribs with 2 Creole accompaniments and dessert, Eastern Caribbean currency, $35. Also, whale watching happens every Sunday. So this Sunday, we know it's a long weekend. You have May Day on Monday. So you can head on down with your family, your friends, and check out the whale watching. The check-in is at 1:30 p.m. and the boat departs at 2 p.m. Whale and dolphin safari, EC, $69 for adults and $34.50 for children under 10. And later in the evening, there will be Sunday Jazz. Jazz by the waterfront with Pages of Brave. So there will be wine and tapas are served. And that starts at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can call to reserve your table. Again, the number to call is 448-2188 or you could text 276-4172 or 317-4322 for those of you with Digicel phones.
All right, I'll say thank you for coming in and stepping in and telling us about this big activity tonight. And of course, Sunday, you don't want to miss this.
Indeed. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, really? I will.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, our guest is already here, and we are allowing Aurelie to, of course, just step out really nicely here, and then we'll continue talking this afternoon. Thank you, Aurelie. That's how she's called. We're going to come back right after this.
It's we versus them as Bright Opens presents a Cube Mobile Cup. Third test match, West Indies versus Pakistan, Windsor Bank Stadium, May 10th to 14th, Dominica. Partners include Digicel, Scotiabank, JetBlue Airways, Blue Waters, Joma, Dominica Cricket Association. Stands $40, East End $30, grounds $25. West Indies versus Pakistan, May 10th to 14th for Dominica.
Great news from ISA Trading Limited. Just received a new shipment of top quality Serra and Regal prepackaged parboiled rice in 1, 2, 5 and 22-pound packages, all at unbeatable prices. Also, try our Serra instant powder drink at only 90 cents a package. Yes, from today, buy your parboiled rice from ISA Trading Limited and save.
It's 1:09 in the afternoon. Hello, on the telephone. Somebody's trying to say hi to me. Clearly the most powerful talk show in the afternoon, Talk on the Block. heard the news, I think it was some 2 days ago. Breaking news that senior economic and international policy advisor to the transitional government in Sudan, of course, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, has been appointed, I said, as the senior economic and international policy advisor, selected and financed by the United Kingdom government on the port of his contribution to the successful transition in this democratic new country in Africa. Big position there. Thompson Fontaine, I just want to start by saying congratulations to you. Of course, Mr. Thompson Fontaine, if you didn't know, he taught me business at the St. Mary's Academy a long time ago.
Yeah, man. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Yes, it seems like a lifetime. But again, congratulations to you, and I'm sure Dominica is proud, although many may not want to admit it. It depends on what, side of the political fence you sit or stand, but it's a big appointment for Dominica. Tell us about this appointment, Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
Okay, Matt, thank you very much, and to your listeners, good afternoon. Let me just make a slight correction. I know it was reported that the title is slightly different. It is Senior Economic and Financial Policy Advisor, not international, financial.
It's policy advisor.
Yes, but is economic and financial policy advisor.
What does that really mean for many people who still try to understand?
Okay, Matt, what I will do is I will speak in broad terms, and the reason for that is because I'm already engaged, and I just noticed that the news actually found its way to Sudan already. The Sudan Tribune reported the news based on the account that they got from DNO. And there were some inconsistencies with regards to the title and so on. So because of that, and because anything we say here could very well go out there and come back to Sudan, and because of the sensitivity of the whole arrangement, I'll be very guarded in terms of what I can divulge. Mm-hmm. But I can speak in general terms with regards to what the task entails. And what it really is to provide economic policy advice to the government, really, to assist in helping the country move forward during that transitional period. Because as our listeners may be aware, there was a civil war in 2015, and following that there was this peace agreement that was signed by the warring parties, that was backed up by all of the governments of the surrounding countries and the UK, governments of Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, and so on, that came together to bring the warring parties together. And there is a mandate for the transitional government to be in place for 30 months and then to hold new elections. So that assistance in terms of the economic policy advice will be in the context of the transitional government.
Is it a country you've been to before?
I've not been to Sudan, but I've been to the neighboring country of Eritrea. So I've been to East Africa, but not specifically to Sudan.
The question might be, why Thompson? Dr. Thompson Fontaine?
That's a good question. I count myself to be very fortunate. I am humbled because it was not an easy road. It was very, if you like, competitive. It's not these things that nobody knows who you are. What they see is your qualifications and your training and so on that help them make a decision along with the interviews. So it was a process of going through several interviews, competing against my colleagues from across the globe, and eventually coming down to the three of us being the final three, and even not knowing whether you will come out as one of the
three from where?
Three individuals from all over. Three other persons. That's what it boiled down to in the end. So in the last week, it was just the three of us, and then they had to do a selection from those three. So we had a final interview for those three, and then the selection was made. So it's been a difficult process. Difficult in the sense that rigorous. Having to do the interviews and so on, and being on top of your game. And basically, you know, what I try to do in those interviews is to give the sense that, you know, I knew what I was about, and that my training and my experience really suited me for that task. And the reason for this is because South Sudan is really a country that's considered to be a fragile country. So they were looking for someone that has some kind of fragile country experience. And I've had some of that experience working on Niger and also on Afghanistan right after the war in Afghanistan in 2001 when the US went in. I was there in April of 2002. And that experience, I think, helped me a lot in understanding the dynamics of this. They were also interested in having somebody who could negotiate at the highest level, who could speak with some credibility to the president, to the heads of the bank, the finance minister, and so on. So somebody who had some kind of negotiating skills. And all of that I was able to convince and to bring forward, you know. And so based on the totality of those things, that's where that decision was made. So I'm very humbled by it and very thankful for the opportunity. To me, it's an opportunity for me to serve humanity. And I understand the tremendous weight of that particular process because of the fact that so many people, so many lives are involved in, you know, with that and getting the right policy, prescription, you know, doing the right things, getting the right people to take those right decisions is just so vital.
Tell me, are we talking about similar economies here in Dominica, Sudan?
No, not really, because for one thing, the Sudanese economy is dependent largely upon petrol, oil. It's an oil-rich.
So we're talking billions of dollars.
Country, billions of dollars. But because of the way, I'm not sure if people are familiar with the history of Sudan. Sudan was originally one country with the capital as Khartoum, and then there was this war between the northern part of Sudan, the southern part of Sudan, and in 1993 the southern part got their independence, so they basically seceded from the rest of Sudan. So you now have Sudan, the original country, still has Sudan, and South Sudan. And
so it's a growing democracy then?
It's a growing democracy, the youngest in the world. It's considered to be the youngest country in the world, the last country to join the UN, because it's only when they got their independence in 1993 that they became a member of the United Nations. And basically all of the oil fields are situated in South Sudan. So they now have to share those revenues with the North. You know, so there are some considerations there. It does not all belong to them. Although originally it was the country, but when they agreed to independence, they agreed on some sharing of the revenues from the oil, because Sudan, northern part, depending upon that oil as well.
What does that mean for Dr. Thompson Fontaine politically then? This is a new position that may have, quote unquote, some may not want to hear it, some political repercussions, ramifications.
Well, for me, I am really concerned on the professional economic part of it. I've been called to do a job, and right now I am completely immersed and focused on coming up to speed with the situation in the country, reading just volumes and volumes of material. We're trying to understand exactly what is going on, because not only are you supposed to be familiar with the economic, you have to be familiar with the political, the social, the cultural aspects of the country. So all of that, so it takes a lot of effort. So I'm focused very much on that. I'm not thinking too much about the politics in terms of my own politics here. What I can say, Matt, the nature of the assignment allows me the opportunity to still spend time in Dominica.
So you will be in Dominica during the year?
Yes, absolutely, because the way it is structured, it is for a year in the first instance, but I will be given what we call breaks in between. So I'll do 2 months in country and then 3 weeks out of country. So that'll give me an opportunity to be back here in Dominica and to continue working with the people of Dominica.
Okay. I'm going to allow for some phone calls because, a lot of phone calls have been coming in already for Dr. Thompson Fontaine. I suspect a lot of people want to congratulate and want to make their own comments. But let's take a phone call. Today is Dr. Thompson Fontaine's hour. Usually he's on that side of the microphone, so I'm getting the opportunity to quiz Dr. Thompson Fontaine today. Hello, talk to me.
Hello, good afternoon, Matt Palty, and how do you do?
All right.
Let me take the opportunity there to congratulate my dear friend. I think the Sudani government made a right decision to pick this great Dr. Fontaine to accommodate them with their economy. He has done it before in Afghanistan, elsewhere. He's been around the world, making history for Dominica and the world. And I'm proud of him. He makes me proud to be a Dominican as well. Dr. Fontaine, I wish you well with your endeavor, and I hope you continue. On the next general election, you will be winning that seat in your constituency. Take that from me. Don't worry about these rats who belittle you, who treat you like you're nobody. You're somebody.
Well, interesting that you are making that comment, because already gone viral is a picture of Dr. Thompson Fontaine and attorney at law, Ian Douglas. What is this about? Congratulating you?
Oh, yes. I mean, me and Ian, we are good pals. And I met him last night. And he reached out to me and congratulated me and decided to take a picture, the two of us, and I graciously accepted. And that's one of the things, that Dominicans need to understand, that at the political level, we are still friends. And, that's why people should understand that they should not be fighting for politicians, because when we meet,
you have a drink.
We have a drink, we share laughs, we speak, So I hope that same camaraderie will filter down to the people who feel that they have to be divided. That's why I keep saying Dominica is too small. We need to be united as a people.
All right. Let's take another phone call there. Hello, talk to me. Congratulations. Coming out there, 123 for Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
Hi, Thompson. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you.
Dr. Thompson, how does it feel to be working for the second most corrupt government in the world?
Yes. I'm not working for the government. I'm working for the people of Sudan, and I'm not being funded by the government of Sudan. I'm being funded by the UK government, and my task really is to try to improve the lot of the Sudanese people. That's the remit, is to help the country through that transitional phase coming out of the civil war and trying to get themselves on their feet. So whatever I can do to promote and to assist this process, that's what I will do. So, certainly there is that label of being very corrupt. I cannot go into the politics of that. As I said, my remit is economics, my remit is financial, and that is where my focus will be, in helping the people of Sudan, ultimately of South Sudan.
All right, somebody within political close to your party says, does that mean that Dr. Thompson Fontaine will resign as a senator?
But I've been getting that question, and the way I've responded to that is to say that I've been a senator now for roughly 2 years, and in that time we've had parliament for probably 4 times or 5 times in that 2 year period. I don't see the pace of sit-ins.
So you're meeting more often. That would be a consideration.
Yeah, absolutely. If there were regular sit-ins of Parliament where I would be out, then that would be a consideration. So for the time being, I am sitting put. So for example, with the budget coming up in July, I will be back here in July during that period. So
okay.
In a way, I still feel that I can make that contribution there locally, and I certainly would want to do this, unless the circumstances is such that I can no longer do it and feel satisfied about it.
Congratulations all over the place. Even my mom up there in New York saying congratulations to Dr. Thompson Fontaine there. 125, hello.
From you, sir.
Yes, sir.
From Dr. Fontaine.
The
fact I just could not let him go to South Sudan without saying thank you to him. Dr. Fontaine, thank you for your Herculean services in the very short space of time you've been here with us. Thank you for the way, sir, you have educated us. Thank you for the sound advice you've given us, particularly on the economic front. Thank you for the guidance. But first I'll say in a Dominica, which is full of greed, full of corruption, full of jealousy, full of evil, Dr. Fontaine, Matt, has demonstrated to us here how we can better our lives by doing the right things economically, Matt, socially and morally. But a lot of people in this country, particularly the Labour Party people who support the Labour Party and the government, they have actually ignored his sound and wise advice. Instead, they have denigrated him, they have lambasted him, and they have in fact dehumanized him. Because, for one reason, because he speaks truth to evil, truth to power, and because he does not condone the evil that this government is involved in. But Matt, as you very well know, we are all aware of the biblical saying which tells us that the stone which the builders rejected will come back and become the cornerstone of whatever building. And I have no doubt, Matt, in my mind, that Dr. Fontaine will do an absolutely marvelous job for the people of South Sudan, just as he had previously done for the people of the various countries in which he has worked during his stint as an IMF economist. And finally, Matt, I would like to reassure him that we in this country, Matt, we will pray for him and we'll be asking the omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent God to guide him, to protect him all the days and to bless him all the days of his life. Thompson, thank you and good luck.
Okay, thank you very much. Somebody's just pointing out to me that the Fontaine family has produced 4 university-trained graduates coming from Grand 4 and should serve as a model that all poor families can emulate. That where you come from, it doesn't really matter. Very serious.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely.
All right. Let's take another phone call. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Matt.
Yes,
Dr. Fontaine.
Yes.
Let me first say, what people say about you doesn't make you who you are. And Dr. Fontaine, I want to congratulate you personally. You're a person that I know, you're a person that I speak to. I like speaking to you. I've always heard about you before I met you. And I've always heard good things about you because when you used to break the news back then, your name would come in the news. It was always under the IMF and things that you would be doing and places that you would go with the IMF. Mm-hmm. So I would presume that you would be of that same standard, and it's because of your work, your qualification, what they know about you that got you there. So congratulations to you again. Have a good
Thank you.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Fontaine, but you were the first Dominican to work at the IMF?
Matt, I was kind of thinking about that because this month will make it 19 years as a young PhD economist. I started working at the IMF and 19 years this year. And interestingly enough, I was the first Dominican. So far, there's been no other Dominicans, and which is regrettable. I was hoping that more Dominicans would have been able to enter.
How do you get to the IMF?
And now I'm breaking ground there again as a first for Dominica. So it's good to be, blazing some trails. And let me just, before I forget, Matt, let me just thank, just the hundreds of people who extended thanks to me. I was up till 2:30 this morning responding and trying to answer everybody who sent congratulations. I've still not gotten to everybody's yet. I'm trying my best. But if you're hearing me this afternoon, to all of you, thank you so much. I am certainly humbled by disappointment. I was completely stunned by just the way this thing just took off.
And, so you tried, but you were not expecting that result.
I was not, and Matt, I compliment Q for that. I call that the Q factor. When you had this breaking news, within about an hour of you breaking this news in Q, I was working for town, and it's like every single person in town that I met had heard the news. So that shows the power that Q has, and the way it has actually literally gone viral on Facebook.
All right, thank you. More telephone calls. Mon John is saying good afternoon to you too. Of course, my friend in Guadeloupe saying hi. Good afternoon to you too. Hello.
Yes, hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon.
I would like to congratulate Dr. Thomas Thompson Fontaine
on
his achievement. However, I'm just looking at this Tribune and I'm seeing that they say that he hails from the Dominican Republic, so his work has just started. You have to correct that.
Yes.
Thank you.
The caller is referring to the article in the Sudan Tribune.
Many people don't know.
Yes.
Where Dominica is.
They see Dominica, this Dominican Republic. Yeah, absolutely.
I find that amazing every time I travel to the United States, even just there.
Yeah.
People don't know where Dominica is. So we still have a lot of work to do on Dominica. 1:30.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dr. Fontaine.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to Dominica, and specifically the Fontaine's family in Grand Fort. Mr. Fontaine, I want to congratulate you. As it has always been said, the wise man came from the east. And
you're taking a bow now, huh?
The wise man came from the east, and I am happy for you, your family, Dominica, and Grand Fort, and Riverseric and Bon John. One of the things you said there that really touched me was the photograph you said you had with Ian Douglas.
Uh-huh.
That picture sends a big message to all Dominicans. Politicians are friends irrespective of what you hear them say when they're in Parliament or wherever they are. They are friends. Sometimes you may not like what they say to each other. So when we, as supporters of political parties and politicians, get vexed and curse and try to kill and destroy one another, that sends a lesson to all of us. You know what happened the other day? I want to say, I never disclose it.
Mm-hmm.
The Honorable Austri was sick in Cuba. This guy and I, we have been comrades together in the Labour Party. And he calls me comrade. And I came on the air and called and asked the nation to pray for him.
Mm-hmm.
Pray for Miss Daniel, because they are Dominicans. And you know what happened the other day? Surprisingly, Mr. Austri was in the constituency way down in Daly. And he called me and said me, Paul, I am in your area. I want to know where you live. And man, I mean, tears came down from my eyes when I saw Mr. Austri sitting by my bedside. So I want to tell Dominicans, but or politicians, we had our differences, and here it is. Those who hate me because of I have left Labour, this or that or what. Mr. Austri, a senior member of the government, was sitting by my bedside. And people, some of them go to church together with me because they support Labour, they will come and see me. I say that, Mr. Thompson, I wish you all the best. My prayers and the prayer of Dominica, Dominica will pray for you. Dory, they don't want you to reach where you wanted to go, but you reach somewhere further.
All right, thank you very much. Of course, pray always for those who are sick, whether it's Labour or workers or freedom from any political side. You know, we can't, I would say that you don't frown on those who are sick. You have to keep praying for everybody. 1:33. Let's take a phone call and then we'll take a break. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, Danny Luque.
Hey, Danny.
I want to publicly commend Dr. Thompson Fontaine for his constant achievement. You know, like when we're out, let's say on the ground campaigning, and people ask, who is that Dr. Thompson Fontaine? They would always be surprised. They say they thought it was a big man. They thought it was a big man. But what
very humble guy.
I was just going to say that. You know, when you have someone who have accomplished so much, and it is so simple and humble, it speaks volumes. To those who, on the other side, denigrating Dr. Thompson Fontaine, truly you need prayers. Here is a man who's making Dominica proud. It's so shameful, you know, that, I mean, I didn't want to say who I was speaking with, but it's a family member who told me that they heard on a radio station that Dr. Thompson working for some people that in war, and you know, they try to make it look like it's something bad.
Yes, yes.
There is a man who is accomplishing and making Dominica proud. Every Dominican should be proud. You know, when you have others bringing shame to the name of Dominica, Dr. Tom, keep your head up high. I don't have to tell you to remain humble. I know you will remain humble. God bless you, my brother.
God, all right. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
1:35. We're going to come back right after this.
Lifeline on Q95, the big station. Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Discover your roots, know your history, value your culture. Take Take your place in the big global picture. Make your point on Lifeline. Call us at 767-449-3095, 3096, and 3097, or 767-616-4257, or 305-432-9624. Lifeline, Sunday mornings, only on Q95, the big station. Right on Q.
Listen to Q95 everywhere in Dominica on these frequencies. 95.1 FM, Roseau and Southwest. 95.7 FM, Castleboost and the East. 95.7 FM, Grand Bay and the South. 97.5 FM, Marigot and the Northeast. 105.7 FM, Portsmouth and the North. 105.7 FM, Laplaine and the East. We are also on Digital Play Channel 100 and Channel 904. And Marpin 2K4 Channel 97. Our global website link is www.q95da.com. Link up our YSQFM live audio stream online via TuneIn Radio. Like our exciting program pages on facebook.com/Q95FM Radio. Follow us on twitter.com/Q95FM Radio. Check Q95FM Radio videos and photos on Instagram. Listen to our podcasts at Q95FMradio.podbean.com and link us on YouTube at youtube.com/user/Q95FM Radio.
I'll tell you what, all my telephone lines, and there's some people saying, I can't get through on Facebook. Please tell Dr. Fontaine congratulations. So the messages are pouring from all over the world at this time. My telephone just can't stop ringing. I think I have our friend Joshua Francis, MP for the Roseau South, and another, of course, a member of the United Workers' Party on the line. Hello.
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon. This is Ronald Charles.
Ronald, okay. I thought Joshua was there too.
Yes, Joshua is there. We just find it's a very important occasion for Dr. Thompson Fontaine. So on behalf of the party, I know our political leader has already done that honorable thing, but I want to also add my voice to it, and I want to say on behalf of the party, let me congratulate Mr. Dr. Fontaine, for being selected and then representing Dominica directly and indirectly. One may look at it and say, well, if Thompson when Thompson leaves us and he is in South Sudan, I'm sure that persons are going to address him as a Dominican, and I'm sure that they're not going to say, I wonder which part of the equation he follows or which political party he endorses. So at the end of the day, it's a Dominican thing, so it's congratulations to Dr. Thompson Fontaine. I myself, personally, in my personal capacity, have had the opportunity to work with Mr. Fontaine. And, Mr. Fontaine learning seems to be very, very simple. But when you reflect on it, it has great depth. And therefore, I want to tell him congratulations, and he will do well. Like everything else, we'd expect a little bit of confrontation. He expects, because I know South Sudan, there is quite a number of issues happening in such countries. And to be, to have that senior position and having to cope in the circumstances, one would require great mind thoughts, as I would put it. So congratulations, Dr. Fontaine. Let me also take the opportunity from my constituency. Let me go a little bit personal now and say, from my constituency, my family, we also want to wish Dr. Fontaine all the best. And I'm hoping and praying that we'll see him as often as we can. And while he's away, we will continue to pray for him. Because, Matt, at the end of the day, going away is one thing. And, the prayers, the strength that we need must come from the divine one. And on that note, Dr. Fontaine, congrats. And have a good day and take care of yourself. Let me pass you on to Mr. Francis.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Wonderful. Francis.
Yeah, Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
And good afternoon to Dr. Fontaine.
Yes, sir.
Both of you are having a pleasant afternoon. And good afternoon to your listeners here and abroad. Like Mr. Charles, I just want to profusely and abundantly pour congratulatory remarks on Dr. Fontaine for another achievement. I'm sure he's going to make Dominica proud. I want to say that Dr. Fontaine is an exemplary
individual. I learned a lot from him. Of course, Dr. Fontaine taught me economics at the Dominican State College in
So you're not a student, huh?
1993. Yes. I was a student of Dr. Fontaine. I became a personal friend of Dr. Fontaine. I have great admiration for Dr. Fontaine. And what I admire most about Dr. Fontaine are not related to his academic qualifications or credentials, but more so his character. Dr. Fontaine is a very calm gentleman. Earlier on, I heard a remark from him when he said that politicians can be friends. He referred to members of the government as his friends. I'm not too sure whether I'll go that far, but nonetheless, that depicts the type of person Dr. Fontaine represents. A very graceful person. In spite of all the adversity, in spite of all the attacks that have been hurled against the gentleman, he continues to be calm, he continues to be composed, he thinks positive for others. He has a very warm disposition, and with God as his leader, I wish him well. Once again, I just want to say congratulations. That comes from myself, my family, and the Riverside constituency. I hope all goes well for the gentleman, and I have no doubt that he will do well.
Thank you so much. Of course, that was Joshua Francis, and before that, Mr. Ronald Charles. Messages, Matt, please don't make me cry. That's what somebody's saying through me. He's here in and out, so he's not going away forever. All right. Talking about initiatives, you took a great initiative, of course, to help the farmers market the products. Is this going away?
No, Matt. Thankfully, I've been working very closely with Danny Luque, the MP for Roseau North, and he will continue in my absence to make sure that this continues. So we will be continuing.
All right. Thank you very much. Another phone call. Hello, talk to me.
Good afternoon, Matthew.
Yes.
Dr. Thompson Fontaine, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
And I wish you all the best. And take care of yourself. Remember, put God first. And you're therefore. You are champion. Go for it, my boy. Bye.
Thank you. When do you leave, Doctor?
Matt, very soon, within the next few days.
Take a few days to get there?
Yes. It's a long, arduous route because it's on the other side of the world.
So by next week, middle of next week, you might be there?
Later than that, because it takes a few days to get there, and then I have to stop en route for some arrangement type things around.
Somebody say, now you're not scared because students seem to be,
No matter well, I'm not, for the very simple reason I've been to conflict zones in the past, and I understand that you need to take your security extremely very seriously, and that is on the top of the list. So I'll be stopping en route for security briefings, and it'll be all right.
All right, thank you very much. 143. Hello.
Matt, how are you doing?
Okay, my brother.
I want to congratulate Thompson Fontaine. I think this is a slap in the face to the many people who ridiculed him throughout the campaign. Before the campaign, they take his picture, they make meme, they just finish his name, as we would say locally, okay, to the point where right now it's like egg in their faces, and the supporters don't know how to react. That's why some of them will call the radio and ask this nonsense about corrupt country when he is appointed and being funded by the United Kingdom government. They don't pay attention, they don't listen, and that's just how it is. But congratulations to Mr. Thompson, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, the real doctor, or the purchased doctor.
Thank you for the correction here. Of course, somebody, my good friend too, from Atlanta, Alvin Thomas, he says, is an old friend. Congratulations.
Alvin, yes, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move on. I don't know if I would be able to read all of the messages coming in, but we'll try. Hello.
All right, Labora, man.
Right, yes.
My brother.
Yes, bro. Yeah, man.
Mate and teaching mate and everything, mate, my brother.
Yes, indeed.
Just remember, we have a country to build, okay? I don't want you to get too caught up out there.
You know what it is. Dominica first, man. Dominica first still, yeah.
We have a country to build. I just, one love, bro. I happy to hear that, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
God bless you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. All right. And extend my solidarity and the support to Thompson Fontaine, sons of Grandfather. I can't get through on the phone. Okay, of course, the architect.
Okay.
Mackenzie. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Around 45. Hello, talk to me.
Mr. President, blessings to you, sir.
My friend.
While Dr. Thompson Fontaine saying politicians can sit down to dread and drink a beer, Thompson not two days trying to sit down with Matt. No, he refused. Thompson, I going to migrate to Grand Fort because I heard it's in the water. Doc, let me congratulate you, my brethren. I prayed for you. Even this morning I had you in my prayers. You there with me?
Yes, awesome. Thank you.
Up to this morning, you were in my prayers. I wake up very early and do my prayers. I pray for Tim Dominic. I pray for White Kubuli. I pray for Matt and everybody. I pray for so many people. I even lost sometimes with names. But let me just say, my brother, I'll continue to pray for you, for God to guide and protect you. And the guy that talk about the most corrupt country, you should have listened to him on Kyrie this morning. I listen. And thanks for educating that fool that you're not being paid by the Sudanese government, because my brother, what was uttered, Matt, you see when you transit into the other programs, I tune into Kyrie, Matt. Matt, I want to leave that country. That is where we are, Matt. God guide and protect and bless you. And my God, we have a very strange people. God bless.
God bless you to my brother. Somebody says here from Connecticut. Olive, I'm so glad about the way you're celebrating Dr. Thompson Fontaine, because this man has been humiliated, vilified, all being a patriot. Dr. Thompson Fontaine, with the wind behind your back and the warmth of the sun of your face. I'm so elated for you, and Davina Sarah is rooting for you too as well. Thank you so much. Another phone call. Hello. Yes.
Good afternoon to you, man.
Uh-huh.
And whereas Dr. Thompson Fontaine, you have provided community service to Dominica, in Dominica and overseas, I, the President of Dominica, would like to bestow on you the highest award, the Dominica Award of Honor, because I think you deserve it. And if you come back to Dominica around November and they do not put you for the highest award of honor for Dr. Thompson Fontaine, it will show that they are really badly off and playing politics in Dominica. I still owe you that bottle of water. You'll go overseas with it.
Matt, congratulations to Dr. Fontaine from Toronto. I have my entire office listening, and my African friends are wishing him all the best. So, of course, congratulations coming from all over the world. 148. Hello, talk to me.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Dr. Fontaine.
Yes, good afternoon.
I know my parent has done it on my behalf, but I want to do it personally too. I want to tell you congratulations. Continue to brighten your corner. God bless you. You are indeed a great Dominican. Bye.
Thank you. What are the lessons for people trying to emulate you and maybe try to get to the IMF? What do you do to get to the IMF?
Matt, there's no substitute for hard work. And that's one of the things I would like to encourage our Dominican people, Dominican students, to continue to work hard and dream. Never limit yourself to your circumstance, to where you are in life currently. Always believe that you can get to that next level and work towards it. Always believe in yourself. And I think that is what,
doesn't really matter where you come from.
Doesn't really matter where you come from. I mean, look at my circumstance, and where I came from. And it's just a belief and hard work and of course the blessings of God. But always trusting that you can actually do it. And let me just say, Matt, very quickly, I really, in a way, I pity the individuals who have been on radio, castigating me. And I feel sorry for these individuals.
They don't know you.
They don't know me. And, one individual from Granby I met outside the studio one day, and he was carrying. And I said, partner, you don't even know me. You don't even know me. You just hear something on the radio and you carry on like. And I really pitied him, because he was carrying on so violent. I'm like, You don't even know who I am. You've never even seen me. First time he was seeing me, and he was carrying on, you know. So I really pity these individuals, and that's why I put the blame on the politicians. I believe those who are on the radio has a responsibility to guide our people, and the other station has failed in that, I think, you know, in just constantly blasting people and
getting
on.
personal.
And getting personal. I mean, I have a forum there. I never do that. I always try to build people up. That's what I've always done. And you know, all of what they're saying.
And you know, somebody's telling me that they said Dr. Thompson Fontaine, you know, in spite of his political leanings, I can trust Dr. Fontaine to be impartial all the time, and he always doing a professional job in my absence. But congratulations again. Hello, talk to me. 150. Yes.
I'm calling from the West Coast Salisbury constituency. Mr. Fontaine, I do not know you in person, but I want to congratulate you. And no matter what the people may say, hold on and never let go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
151 more telephone calls. Hello. Inundated with phone calls here. Hello. Yes.
So when they're talking about his desperation that take you to Sudan, I hope these idiots learn something. Thank you.
I always tell you, my good friend Blessings, don't get down to the gutter with those callers, you know, from the other radio station. At least some of them. Hello, talk to me.
We will not get down to the gutter. Mr. Thompson, I hope you'll be doing the show from Sudan on a Sunday for us, please.
Yes, I certainly plan to. I have the blessings of Mr. G and
you have the technology.
The technology and the program Lifeline will continue.
Okay, Mr. Fontaine, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
May God continue to guide you, bless you, and protect you. And may the angels keep watching over you every going out and your coming in. Mr. Thompson, have a good day. Bless you.
Thank you. I just want to, just aside there for a minute. Dr. Thompson Fontaine, I had some information and some news with the MZ Lapsang case. What's going on there?
Yes, what the prosecutor has ruled in that case is that all of the information pertaining to Angel Lapsang, all of the people whom considered to be co-conspirators who actually worked with him in his bribery has to be revealed to the court, as well as all those whom he bribed. Now, you will recall that in the initial court papers, there was an indication that he had bribed several Caribbean individuals, including leaders. So we expect those names to be revealed 2 weeks before, at least 2 weeks before.
That's a development?
Case. That's a huge development. So we'll find out eventually who are the people who received bribes from Angel Lapsang.
All right, 153. Let's continue. Hello.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. Thompson Fontaine, Honorable Matt, and the listening public.
Thank you.
Thompson Fontaine, I lift you up into my palms of my hand so that the Creator will bless you from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. May He guide you, may He protect you, may He watch over you. Congratulations, my brother. This is a man of the soil. We are all proud of you. Do your best you can, my boy, and God will do the rest. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll come back with the congratulations for Dr. Thompson Fontaine and his new appointment. Right after this.
It's we versus them as Bright Opens presents a Cube Mobile Cup. Third test match, West Indies versus Pakistan, Windsor Bank Stadium, May 10th to 14th, Dominica. Partners include Digicel, Scotiabank, JetBlue Airways, Blue Waters, Joma, Dominica Cricket Association. Stands $40, East End $30, grounds $25. West Indies versus Pakistan, May 10th to 14th for Dominica.
Get ready to take it up a notch in true Blue Star style. Join us at the Midfest reunion. White Top Boom, Paint Breakfast Fest, Friday, April 20th. Introducing from Guada, National Your Style, Eda, Money Over, and Kevney from the capital city, the award-winning Signal Band from White City Grand 4 Virtual Band. Come enjoy traditional rhythm, Lapo Capwit, the real Lapo Capwit vibe from Marigot, Sugar Fire, your DJs for the evening, versatile DJ, A-Star, Mix Up, international act from St. Martin. Top of the top, DJ Blaze. Admission, white tops are $30. No white top, $40. Doors open at 8 p.m. Hosted by Mr. Versatile. Sponsors for this event are Q95 FM Radio, Heineken Beer, Fruta, Berkey's Pizza, Archipelago Trading, Kubuli Beer, Frank Foods Inc., Marigot Development Corporation, Africa Rental, Country Style Distribution, Duals Whiskey, Belfast Estate, Alan Kell Promotion. Friday, April 28th. Don't miss. White top, foam, powder, breakfast fat. See you there.
Okay, thank you very much. I know you, Maslin Edwards, you've been trying and been trying to connect, but it's difficult given the number of telephone calls coming in. But I'll read that message there. We, the Dominicans, for the immense defense of democracy in the diaspora, congratulate you on your appointment. Dr. Fontaine have been lifted up above the waters to the top of the mountain. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can take a few more phone calls. Hello, before we wrap it up.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes,
Mr. Thompson.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Congratulations on your endeavor.
Thank you.
I will miss you on a Sunday. I'll miss you on Aussie program. I'll miss you with Afi Martin, and I'll miss you on the political arena.
Thank you. You're all about Dr. Thompson Fontaine. 156. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
And how are you?
Good.
Mr. Fontaine?
Yes. Hello, how are you doing?
I wish you God guidance and protection, and God choose you. Always remember one day at a time, and you lift up Dominica. With all criticism, God never reject none of us. We, and I wish you success, and we'll always pray for you and ask for guidance and protection. But we'll miss you a lot. Have a pleasant trip, and God will do the rest.
Thank you, sir. Let's take another phone call. Hello.
Hey, never thought I would get on.
you did.
Yes, good afternoon, Matt. Special good afternoon to Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, let me say I too would like to wish you well on behalf not only of myself but the UWP supporters in Portsmouth. And we will miss you dearly. And you are a brave patriot. You've earned your stripes, you've earned your bars, and you've been run through the fire. I am on Facebook all the time, and when I read some of those comments, man, I just have to shake my head. But I myself have been subjected to many of them over the years too, so I can take it. But let me say to you that, well, we will all miss you, but we expect to have you here. And we expect next time the roll call is done, that your name will be called as the PAL rep for Grand Fond.
Yes.
So we are keeping everything open, and although you're not there, but we will keep the fort. And I'm sure the next time the bell is sounded, you will be on the team.
Thank you.
Have a good trip, my friend, and stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, another phone call, this time from the diaspora. Hello.
Oh,
yes.
I succeed.
You did succeed. There are many, many phone calls coming.
From the time you begin, I've been trying to get through. Congratulations from Houston.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Man, I feel so good, you wouldn't believe. I want you to do one thing for me, Dr. Fontaine. I want you to be able to talk to, can you go back to the college and then talk to a few of the young people to get a little message across to them?
And what's the message?
Yeah?
What's the message you want?
Yes, because, I want the message to go to the young people, because I remember when I was growing up as a young man, and Mr. Gregoire was my hero. Yeah. And I know that a number of young people in Dominica would want you to be their hero. So that is my kind of feeling. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. But we don't have too much time, though. And I want to, of course, leave this afternoon with this very important song just for Dr. Thompson Fontaine. One that your leader loves. Dr. Thompson Fontaine, the final words are yours.
Matt, let me thank you and to thank all of Dominica. I'm going out there with the strength of the country behind me, confident that I will succeed in this task because of the prayers and the support of so many Dominicans. And always with Dominica on my mind. It's always Dominica first for me, and I'm thankful that I can still focus and do what I have to do in this country, and ultimately Dominica will be the better for it, for whatever training or whatever experience that I gain, that one day be able to utilize those trainings and experience here in Dominica to make this country a better place for us to live, work, and enjoy life.
On behalf of all Dominicans here and abroad, I want to wish you blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. And thanks for all the assistance for the past how many months and how many years. Thank you.